Want to keep your strawberries happy, healthy, and productive without any harsh chemicals? Well, let's talk about the best companion plants that you can still grow in June here in Zone 9B. Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are back in the garden. We're going to be checking in on our strawberries that we planted a few months back in our new strawberry garden bed, seeing how those are looking. And then we're also going to be doing a little companion planting to help keep them nice and strong, deter any pests, and just keep them thriving all summer long. So let's get started. So I wanted to take you guys along and show you that these little guys are just doing so fantastic. We got a little flower there, some strawberries. I am so happy that they seem to kind of be a little bit slow going in the very beginning, but they just needed time to settle in, it seems, because now they are doing so well. Got tons of new growth, tons of nice, juicy, big strawberries. Look at this guy. Just look at that. That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. And so the plants themselves look very healthy. They've actually grown quite a bit. And this is towards the north facing side of our yard. And then we've got our baskets. These plants are holding up. A little bit of burnt on the leaves here. We might have to up the water a little bit. And some little tiny strawberries there. And then this guy over here. But overall, they are looking really well. They're alive. And then let's take a look at our south-facing side over here. And again, I am super pleased that all of these are surviving. Oh, we've got some strawberries here as well. Look at that guy. That's awesome. He's got a little flower there. Nice. And then the ones on the bottom get a little more shade throughout the day. This one definitely has a lot of flowers. He'll be pumping up some new strawberries here soon. This guy as well. And all in all, I will say for our first go around after transplanting, I am super pleased to see that these guys are all doing very well. We didn't lose any, which I'm actually kind of shocked. I figure sometimes when you transplant plants, you kind of assume that you might lose one or two, but they're all alive. They're all alive and they're all doing very well. I cannot tell you how happy that makes me. That is such a relief and it's just so awesome to see. And so I hope that this little strawberry bed continues to do well for our strawberries for many years to come. And if you happen to miss that video, go back and watch it. It was a bit of a process, so we did a series, but it was really cool to see it all come together. And then now to see the final result and the plants doing as well as they are and producing, it just is the cherry on top. So let's get back to our companion planting. So what is companion planting? Well, companion planting is all about growing plants that support each other. So what we're trying to do is find plants that help to repel pests and attract pollinators or share space in a way that makes your garden thrive. So my top companion picks for June in Zone 9B for these strawberry plants are Basil. Basil is really amazing because it repels aphids, whiteflies, and it tastes amazing. You can't go wrong with basil. Thyme is another one of my favorites. It also deters pests and is very low maintenance. Chives are another great plant for repelling aphids, and they also produce these pretty edible flowers. Next, I planted marigolds around my basil, and these are also really great for pest control, and they're super easy to find, and most nurseries carry them even in June. And then again, just for beauty, I've got the zinnias, and I also picked up a lantana plant. This one has some just really beautiful colors to it. I think will go nicely in that bigger pot, as well as the little pink vinca plant there. And then I also have some oregano. Now I thought I would share some bonus tips on what not to plant near your strawberries. You really want to avoid any plants in the brassicas family like broccoli, cabbage, Brussels sprouts or kale, because all of those are really heavy feeders and they will actually hog up all the nutrients near your strawberries. And then also tomatoes, potatoes, eggplants, and peppers. Those can all spread fungal diseases to your strawberries. So try not to plant those near your strawberries. And the same goes for melons as well. So what I'm thinking is, in our big pot, we'll be doing kind of more of a very ornamental, something similar plantings of what we did in our whiskey barrel not that long ago. And then in our medium and smaller pots, I think I'm going to be focusing on maybe just like one type of plant in each one. Now, before I fill up my pots with the soil, I'm actually placing a diaper on the bottom of each of these pots just to ensure that we are doing all that we can to retain moisture, since we are in the heat of it right now. So our temperatures here are averaging about 105, I would say, or we're scheduled to be 110 next week. So I need to do all the things that I can to retain moisture in the soil and keep these plants from getting dried out. I used this hack for the strawberry plants that I planted in my hanging baskets on the strawberry bed, and so far they have really held up and they are just doing so well that I feel very strongly that this is something that really works and will hopefully help our plants to stay strong throughout the summer. Now for my soil mix, I am using my usual mix of raised garden bed soil, mushroom compost, earthworm castings, a little garden tone fertilizer, and today I am also going to be adding in a little coco coir. Unfortunately, I made the mistake of not including the diaper and coco coir when I had previously filled my big pot. And so after seeing how much it benefited my strawberry baskets, I felt I really needed to somehow go back and do this. And so I ended up emptying some of the soil and then placing the diaper as close to the bottom of the pot that I could. And then I mixed in the coco coir into the soil as well. Now the big question here is, can companion plants be in containers? And the answer is yes. And here's how. Basically, you just want to try and place the containers within 1 to 2 feet of your raised garden bed, in our case, our strawberry bed. And the nice thing about having them in containers is it lets you rotate or remove them when needed. And what we're trying to do here is basically just kind of create a companion zone around our strawberries. All right, guys, well, that does it for today's video. It was so much fun seeing this project come together, and hopefully our strawberries will really benefit from our companion plants and keep those pests away. And if you guys have tried any of these or would like to share a favorite combination that you like, leave it in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. And as always, don't forget to hit that like button if you like this content, and be sure to subscribe if you're not already. I hope I'll see you again on the next one. Bye.